This Prime Minister sets a higher standard for his government. Ambitious, yes, but also willing to make the tough decisions and the hard choices in a methodical and considered and sequenced way, so that when we take a moment to pause and take stock after almost a year in office, it's clear that what might otherwise seem like a flurry of activity is actually just an adult government working calmly and collaboratively through its agenda. So when President Biden and Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Kishida arrive this month, they will no doubt recognise some of the hard choices that we're grappling with here in Australia. But I hope they also recognise a country finding opportunity in the challenges that we face and gaining confidence through the choices that we take together. A country that is on a journey towards a more inclusive, more resilient, dynamic economy, increasingly powered by renewable energy and true to the character of its people, smart and practical and resilient, with an inherent sense of fairness and optimism. This is the same spirit, the same decency and positivity that the referendum for a voice is built on. Now, almost directly above us, you can find Tom Roberts' famous painting of the opening of the first Parliament, which was actually 122 years ago yesterday. 10 steps away from that are the Yirrkala bark petitions presented to the Parliament in 1963, almost the midpoint of the journey between the Australia of Federation and the Australia of today. The confident call for recognition and respect that Yunupingu helped to draft, something that wouldn't have even seemed vaguely possible to those in Tom Roberts' sights. And yet in the same Parliament, around 60 years later, that document was tabled and it was recognised. In many ways, the space between those 2 points in our history is vast, but here you can walk between them easily. And that is the gift that we seek to bestow onto the next generation of Australians who walk through this place and walk through our country. To do the work, to do what seems difficult now, so that they too can walk with ease between new reminders of the staging points of progress that we are creating. The referendum that will take place later this year is one of those markers, a chance for us to rise to the moment, and I'm confident that we will. And that's what I was getting at last night when I was talking about a Commonwealth of common purpose. We have always been ready to tackle the big challenges and seize these big chances, and that is what the Voice is about. It's also what the budget was about. It's what Anthony's government is all about. Having the confidence and the courage to shape the future on our terms and in our interests. Recognising, listening, moving forward together in a spirit of unity and respect. Sharing the belief that out of all of this uncertainty and all of this adversity of the last few years that Australians have handled with such resilience and strength, a much better future awaits. And I'm proud of the budget that will help build it. Thanks very much.